Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hold on. Did I hit this right? Oh, I think I hit this right. Give me a second here. Okay. I think I hit it right. Okay, you can hear me, right? You can hear me. Let me get the comments, questions. There we go. Yes, okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Nice average day yesterday. It got us on the Bitcoin stuff. It was fake news. 1.9 million people follow that account. Fake news, Jesus. And it popped and it dropped, and the news is going to come when. But this is why you buy small, and then you accelerate on good news, right? So, we didn't buy many, just bought a few of those, bought a few coins, so nothing big. It had a big position in Lilly because Lilly continues to go, right? Avago, not big either, so decent position, but not bad. So that's what we know. Kick drone 7 weeks early and have packed honey. Interesting. Okay, so Goldman Sachs earnings come out. They beat, but they have a big charge in there. I don't know what the charge is for, but it's $2.41 charge. So if you add that to it, then it's a bigger beat, right? So here's the thing that's strange. Things that Sam says, why are these CEOs like they are? Okay? Now, LMT comes out, they beat and beat. Okay. They beat and beat. Now, the conference call hasn't started yet, I believe, and they haven't said anything. But they didn't raise. So if you're going to tell me there's a war and they're going to replenish supply, then they're going to get orders. Now, at some point, the CEO has to say this shit. Okay? I think it's pretty straightforward. NOC got an upgrade to 515. It was up at 494. And 494 keeps failing on it early in the morning. So just keep an eye on that number. That number becomes a number. SMCI led, but it's not really down while Nvidia is down. I don't know why Nvidia is down as much. I believe it's because there's that one article out there that says the Biden can't sell the China stuff is coming out this week. Now, they've said that 6 months ago, and they said that a year ago, and they said that 9 months ago, and then they say it 500 times. Okay? So don't know what's going to happen, but that's an issue. So when it comes out, they're going to come out and they can say, oh, you can't sell this to China, you can't do this workaround, NVIDIA, you're screwed. Okay, that's what they're going to say. And then NVIDIA is going to come out and say, we have so many orders, this is irrelevant to us for 2 years. And then it's going to go back up. That's what's going to happen. I mean, it's very easy to see if the demand is this big. Okay, yesterday I talked about MDB. I hadn't talked about MDB for 4 to 5 weeks. And it rocketed. And today, snow is down. MDB down a little bit. So just understand, this is all about cloud next. When Microsoft reports, their cloud number is very important. Very, very important. It will drive AWS number and it'll drive Google number. Okay, so just know that. That comes next week. Okay? Lam Research. Once again, Lam Research is at the whims of this Biden report. Because when the Biden report comes out and they said you can't sell this stuff to China, that means you're not building as many computers, you're not using as many chips, et cetera, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so don't get stuck into that. But I got a feeling NVIDIA will reverse, okay? Just because if you tell me something 50 times, if your wife tells you over and over and over again, you don't get to watch football for 8 hours on Sunday. At some point, you say, okay, honey, we're going to spend quality time. We're not going to do football. Okay? So, I'm just telling you. So you understand this. You already know it. So why would this matter? I know you guys love my analogies. Interesting. Lilly, how about that sell on Lilly? Lilly 621 got in the money. They got to $10. So Lilly in the money. Not last week. The week before to 5 weeks before that. At the money was $6. $6 on a Tuesday, on a Monday. Yesterday there were 10. So you got to take 10. He's giving you $4 more. Got to take 10. So took it. Bought him at 6, sold him at 10. Very nice. That's trading, guys. Have to understand premiums. Once you understand premiums, things get different. You trade it differently, okay? So what's Goldman Sachs here right off the bat? See if it pops to 321. The SPX is down. Don't know why, but it's down. Okay, let it go down. TNX continues to go up, so rates are up. What is oil? Oil is, I don't know, /CL. Oil is up 20 cents. Meaningless. Okay? We still have ISRG later this week. We got a line the week after. And then we see Lam Research is this week. But here's the thing. If Biden, let me tell you, last time they put that out, Biden put that out, within 2 hours, Nvidia came out with a statement said, no material impact to revenue. Okay? Now remember this statement, no material impact. Because there's somebody else that told you that, and that was Netflix. Netflix said they did this ad sharing, and there's no material impact to revenue. So you put out, think about this. I mean, think about this. This is why Netflix, when it was at 420, Sam said it's going to go to 355, went to 355. Okay? So you create this business, you hire people, you have people working on it, probably 500 to 1,000 people working on it. And you're selling subscriptions to Netflix for $6.99 ad related. So people are paying you $6.99. Okay? But here's what I don't understand. So let's say you got 1 million people. 1 million people times $6, $7 is $7 million a month. So no material impact. So did they only get 1 million people, or did they not even get 1 million people? No material impact. So now if you make $1 billion in revenue a quarter, I understand that 7 million a month, so 21 million, not material. Okay. But why are you doing it? Why are you doing something that nobody wants? And then yesterday, Netflix comes out, and they talk about gaming. They're going to start doing more gaming subscriptions. So why would you do that? Okay, quiz here. Why would you do that? Why would you start going into that way when you've been not wanting to do that forever? Why would you do that? Come on. Very nice. Desperate. Good word. Because they know their other stuff is going to shit. I mean, you can say it any way you want. You can say, well, they're not doing so good. I just put it as it is. They're going to shit. I'm telling you, when CEOs do dumb stuff, I mean, I'm adamant about this. If you are a CEO of Netflix and you have 2 kids, you go home and you have ads supported on your TV, and you and your wife, and then you go put it on your mom and dad's TV, and you go put it on your brother's TV or your sister's TV, everybody, and you make them watch ads. And they're going to tell you what they think about ads. And they're not going to be polite. And your wife's going to put all your stuff in the garage and throw a cot in the garage and say, you're sleeping out there till you get us off this ad tier. And then you're going to go back to work and say, guys, nobody wants to watch this. And then you become better as a company. People that do dumb stuff fail. Okay? And look, if a CEO does great stuff, I'm the first one to say, guy's really, really smart. Let me tell you, I have no idea what the LMT CEO is going to say today. But if he gets into this conference call and he doesn't say there's a starting of a war, the U.S. is shipping tons of weapons to Israel, they're going to have to replenish a lot of that stuff. So somewhere along the way, we're going to get a lot of new orders. Doesn't have to raise guide. That's all he has to say. If he doesn't mention it, can his ass. Send him to the Fed. Interesting. Okay? So just learn that. Yesterday, you could tell the market wanted higher. Okay? Now, things to remember on the market. So last week before, 2 weeks before that, when the market was bad, it would go up 20 or 30, and it would drop 10. But as soon as it would drop 10, it would drop 10 more. Yesterday it did one time, and then it came back. But that wasn't the market you had yesterday. It was different. It was different. So when it's different, don't get sucked up into this is happening, this happening, this happening. You just got to wait. Right now, it's starting to head back down. Do we give up yesterday's stuff? Mike Wilson comes out yesterday and says, no year-end rally. Maybe, maybe not. I have no idea. Okay? But here's what I know is I actually think after Biden releases his new China rules, everybody's going to say, now it's done. Now we can move forward. Then we see. Okay? And Lam research, very important. Okay, so that's what we know for today. That's what's going on for today. And see, I actually think Tesla is not going to be so good. I think Tesla can go all the way to 220. I mean, he delivered less cars. He's going to guide lower. He's going to guide margins lower, way lower. And this Kathy, who he used to respect 2-3 years ago, just comes up with bullshit. Just complete bullshit. Their margins are going to go to 70%. You know, once again, here's what I would say to Kathy. Do you own a Tesla? Maybe, maybe not. If you don't own a Tesla, why are you so adamant about it? Then, if you own a Tesla, did you pay the $15,000 for self-drive? And do you use it? See, if she doesn't do that, that's a tell, right? I mean, see, whatever you love in life, one way or the other, if you're going to do Bitcoin, so let's say you like coin. Okay, you may or may not like coin. I think it's shit. I mean, you wire them money, they don't have a phone number for you to call. I mean, that's just shit. I mean, think about where in life, if you went to a bank, JP Morgan Chase, and you wired $1 million somewhere, and you don't know where it is overnight. Pretty simple to me, right? Makes no sense. That's coin. So they're shit. So if you're going to trade crypto and you don't use coin, you should say, well, I'm not using coin. I don't like them. They don't do this. Okay, then why would you buy the stock? Okay, so understand that. That's what we know. Okay, let's get started. SPX down 14. Retail sales are up. That's not bad. Retail sales are up. Once again, that means higher rates, longer, but that does mean no recession. So it's good news, bad news, right? Then we see. Okay. SPX down 13, let's say 13 easy. Number 36, 43.60, 43.51, 43.32. Needs to get through 4,400, okay? On the upside. Avago needs to get through 916, 922. Does this news come? This news is going to come, or there's going to be news. They have to comment by the 31st. They told you they're going to close the deal by the 31st. If it's not closed and he doesn't comment, it's going to be down $50. So he has to comment. Now, once again, I've said this all week, and I said this for the last 3 weeks before we killed Avago going up. This deal is going to be announced. Are they going to close it with or without China? Personally, who cares about what China says? Too bad. Let them do whatever they want to do. I understand. Okay? If you put out a thing, you're going to go buy somebody, and somebody comes out, say this SEC. SEC comes out and says, we're going to give you a ruling on this ETF by September 1st. Just making up a date. And then they don't even respond. And they don't respond to anybody at all for the next 6 months. At that point, Do you give a shit about them? You don't give a shit about them. Okay? If they're going to be a real agency and stuff in whatever country it is, you have to respond, right? You have to respond in a reasonable amount of time. And this deal has been over a year. It's over a year. I mean, how much time do they need to check it out? What are they checking out at that point? Okay? 916, 922. Nvidia, down 7. Very interesting here. Okay? Needs 462 and then 466, 476 beast. Underneath 432. ISRG, this is just dumb. People are going to take drugs for weight loss, but they're not going to need prostate surgery and hysterectomies. Those are the two biggest surgeries. See, once again, Kramer didn't do his homework. I like Kramer, but he didn't do his homework here because the two biggest surgeries that the ISRG robot is used for is prostate surgeries and hysterectomies. And hysterectomies, for women that don't know here, if you do a hysterectomy, a normal hysterectomy, you're in the hospital 2 days, 3 days. If you do it with ISRG robot, you're home in 2 or 3 hours. Wow. And you're up. It's a big deal. Nobody's going to stop that. Okay? You're still going to have it if you take the weight loss drug. Goldman Sachs, 321, 322, under 309. Pan W trying to break out 262, 266. Lam Research, earnings coming 672, 609. Lilly, 622, 631 beast. 631 beast. Snowman down 3, so they're selling clouds today. Understand that. MDB, if it gets back to about 640, 630, we'll like it in the earnings for Microsoft earnings. Netflix, if they come out and say we really haven't done much, this thing has got 622 written all over it. Okay? Now, if they did great, probably goes back to only 400. Okay? SMCI, it led Nvidia yesterday. It went up before Nvidia went up. It's not down a lot yet. But if Nvidia craters, and say it goes down to 430, 440, then SMCI is going to go to 270. Okay? NOC got an upgrade, but it's not really up because LMT, they beat and beat, but tiny beats, just irrelevant. Got to see their comments. Okay? NOW, no man's land, doing nothing for 530 down, 562 up. Microsoft, down again. Can't going earnings next week. 336 up, 327 down. And Tesla, 235 beast down, 272 beast up in no man's land. That's what we know. That's what we know. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.